on time. Just very briefly, here's how we will do the rest of the evening. We will induct the class of 2020 first, alphabetically, and then we will do the class of 2021 alphabetically. Here's how it goes. I will read the person's name who's going to be inducted. I'll then do an introduction, and while the introduction while I'm giving the introduction, the slideshow that the inductee gave to Paula will run on the two screens, one back there and one behind me. So, am I sure? Bill Gilbert always has to do that. Hey, everybody else. Everybody knows. Oh, was it Myron? Oh, it was Myron. Anyway, inductee, we ask that you stay at your table, watch your show. When the show is finished, your picture will stay up, and I will call you up to the podium. And those of you that are here, a committee member will meet you, put a medallion around your neck, and then you may have no more than 5 minutes. And inducting 16 people, we really need to hold you to the 5. So if you go over the 5, I may have to tap you, or Nancy Gilbert may have to tap you on your shoulder. Okay, here we go. And we're keeping this one in the family, and I think this is the first time we've done a father-daughter. I think it is. Next inductee is Winona, better known as Nonie Bidwell Buis. Nonie graduated from Las Plumas High School in 1968. Was very involved in the Associated Student Body activities, active in photo, PEP, and Spanish Club. Also a member of the Letterettes, the FHA, and the American Field Service Group that supported foreign exchange students. Nonie went to work for Butte County Office of Education in 1977, serving as an instructional assistant in special education for 31 years. During those years, she worked mainly with students who were hard of hearing. During her career of working with special needs students, Nonie was honored in 1977 by the Butte County Special Education Local Plan Area for her outstanding work with these students. In 2000, she was honored by the Oroville Secondary Teachers Association as a friend of education for her dedication to high school students as a parent. Following her retirement, Nonie actively served her community, continuing to focus on students. She lent strong support to Las Plumas and Oroville High School track and field and cross-country teams, photographing athletes, competing, and then posting their photos on the Harrison Stadium Facebook page that she personally facilitates and keeps current. She's also an annual fixture with her camera at the Special Olympics event held every year at Harrison Stadium. In 1999, Bruce Harmon and the First United Methodist Church had a vision for supporting Oroville area educators. Just after the first awards dinner, Bruce passed away, and Nonie stepped in and became the primary player for the event. Now, thanks to Nonie, the event is known as the Ross Harmon Awards in honor of Bruce Harmon and Charlotte Ross. 2008 saw Nonie, longtime high school teacher coach Tom Aldridge, form a group called OUHSD, Oroville Area Sports Initiative Supporters, and worked tirelessly to pass Measure G that generated $12 million in funds for the much-needed upgrades to Harrison Stadium. For the past 11 years, Nonie has spent countless days and evenings at the stadium working the scoreboard monitor for nearly every sporting event held there. In 2015, the Butte County Office of Education honored Nonie by naming her a Hall of Fame honoree, and in 2017, she received the YMCA Community Service Individual of the Year Award in Oroville. Nonie does not know the meaning of the word receive. She just gives. Please welcome Nonie Buis into the Oroville Union High School District Hall of Fame, class of 2020.
I am not gifted like my youngest son. I'm not that great at speeches and things. I prefer to be behind the scenes. But I did want to thank you kids. I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee. You guys do an awesome job. It's nice to recognize people. That's what we do with the Ross Harmon. We do classified and certificated. And if you know anybody, we have a website. Please nominate those deserving people, especially now. I want to thank my son Jeremy, that one, because he did a lot of the work for his grandpa and my award. So thank you, son. And I'm fortunate to have, as you can see, 4 wonderful sons. The only problem is these are all Orville tigers. Their father and I were proud Las Plumas Thunderbirds. And if you notice, my father was an Orville tiger, but luckily my grandchildren are all Las Plumas Thunderbird alumni. And the greatest thing was last night when I was sitting in the press box at Harrison. Hi, Mike. And we were, and a young man came in and he goes, "What are you doing in here?" He looked around and I says, "Well, I run the monitor, you know." "Well, you don't have to do that, do you?" And I said, "No, but I like to do it." "Wow, you do that for us?" And he looked at me again and he goes, "Thank you." And that's why I do it. I mean, for the kids. So, and thank you, everybody. And I beat 5 minutes. Oh. Thank you.
I had the